Hi everyone, and welcome to the Tom Morgan Drum Studio. Today we're going to continue on through the rudimental book, and that brings us to pages 6 and 7, sticking systems. And this is an important concept that I want to be sure that you understand as we move into the book from here. And I'm assuming that you already know how to read these combinations of 16th and 8th note rhythms that I've written here on this whiteboard. And if you don't know that yet, stay tuned in the fundamental book series of videos because I'm going to get to that. I'm just gradually getting that far in the book. But if you already know this, then we can go on from here. Now, the sticking system is essentially just any kind of sticking system is a way of sticking various rudiments. That's all it is. And really there are three basic sticking systems. There's alternating, where you just alternate no matter what rhythms you're playing, you just constantly alternate right, left. Or there can be a right hand lead system or a left hand lead system. Those are the other two. Since most people are right-handed, I'm going to talk about the right-hand lead system. Okay. Now, if you alternate everything, there's nothing really wrong with that, except that if you look at some of these 3-note rhythms like these two and this one, whenever you play, if you have this rhythm being repeated, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and each time you play it, you're going to use a different sticking. You're going to go right, left for the first one, and then you're going to go left, left, which again is not necessarily bad, but you know, people tend to want to use the same sticking for every time this rhythm pops up or every time this rhythm pops up. So the system works like this, the right hand lead. 4 16th notes, 1 count worth of 16th notes, 1 E and a, we're always going to play starting with the right, and we're going to play it alternating, right, left. And then these are the different combinations of eighths and dotted eighths combined with 16th notes until we get down here and just have eighth notes. So the hand that plays the number and the 1 and the and here, is the right, and so we're always going to use the right to play that number and and every time. So that gives us the sticking right, left for 1 and a, and right, left for 1 E and. This one, 1 E, the E and the will always be played with the left hand like it is up here. So here we get right, left, right, left. Then this one, the dotted eighth followed by a 16th, is going to be right, left, right. And the 16th dotted eighth is going to be right, left, 1 E, 2 E. Now, when we get down here to just eighth notes, if we were super consistent, we would, I guess, always play the eighth notes with our right hand, but we don't want to do that. So we just alternate when we have continuing eighth notes. So that kind of breaks our rule a little bit, but it makes sense. Okay, now, why would we do this? Well, couple reasons. One is when you're reading rhythms, and like if you look on page 7 of the book, there's an etude of just made up of all those rhythms with a few rests thrown in. First of all, if you alternate them, you're running a risk of not sounding even because you're using a different sticking on the 3-note patterns each time they happen. But another reason, I think, is just because if you get in the habit of always using the same stickings for these same rhythms, then you don't have to even think about it. You're not going to ever get that moment of hesitation where you don't know what sticking to use. You'll always know how to stick it. And since we're talking about rudimental drumming and marching band, and maybe you're a band director and you're teaching, you know, middle school or elementary band, and you're thinking ahead and thinking about these people in my drum section are going to be in my marching band in a few years. If you teach them the right-hand lead system now, when they get used to it and they just become, you know, that becomes the way they play, then when they get into the snare line in high school, you won't have much problem getting your snare line to play all the notes the same way, using the same sticking, because they'll already know how to do it. And we just use this right-hand lead system. Of course, you might be adding flams and rolls and other embellishments, but they'll already know just intuitively how to play these rhythms with the same sticking, and they'll play it all together. So here's the alternating sticking system. Number 1. You can see how I end up with a different sticking for each of the 3-note rhythms. Number 2, same idea, alternating. Okay, not wrong, but it's the alternating lead system, so it's not going to give you a consistent sticking each time. Then dropping down to the bottom 2, we have the right-hand lead here. Well, it's the same rhythms as above, but now I'm going to use the right-hand lead, and I'll end up with the same sticking for each rhythm. And number 2. Okay, now you should be able to play these rhythms alternating or using a lead system. We don't want to become, you know, we don't want to lose our ability to alternate or something. But as a general rule, and this would be true even for concert style snare drumming, if you kind of get this lead system into your head, then a lot of stickings will work out better for you as you're playing things. So if we go over and look at page 7, I have a whole page of just basically these same kinds of 16th, 8th note type rhythms. And it's just an etude that you can practice to work on getting used to playing these stickings. So I'm not going to take the time to play this whole page for you, but I think you get the idea. It's a habit you want to form, is essentially what I'm saying. Get used to using, I recommend, the right-hand lead system. And you'll find also, if you go into the drum set, if you're used to playing this way, a lot of things will work out sticking-wise on the drum set, although you'll have to modify it sometimes because of just the fact you're playing on multiple sound surfaces. But, you know, in a general way, even the drum set is going to flow better for you if you're used to playing these rhythms with this lead system. So that takes care of page 6 and 7. If you have questions or comments, please put them in the comment area below. And please subscribe to this channel. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.